Welcome to This Is Important, a production of iHeartRadio, the show where we only talk about what's the most important, bottom line, critical thing happening on this planet. Today on This Is Important?
I shaved all my pubes off. I look like a little boy down there.
God, I forget that the early 2000s are so far away now.
Billy James is my mama. Buckle up.
Oh!
Hey, hey.
Hello. Oh.
Hello, boys.
Dudes.
Hey, boys.
You guys, hi.
My Trace Hombres. Well,
Oh, Trace Delinquentes.
Your pits are looking really good, Blakey. Nice.
Look at that.
Dude. Look at that. Look at all that pit juice.
let's open on that.
You got some hairy pits.
Yeah, you
Dude.
do. For being a guy that doesn't have much hair, it's very concentrated.
And it
right
goes
there.
down. It doesn't even go further up your arm.
Yeah, it's
My armpit hair. Here, I'll show you guys.
Is
it
this
goes
gross?
directly out.
Does it?
No, it's not. No.
Is it a
It's not
sexy
gross.
pit? Is
Here
it
we
a
go.
gross pit? What is
Okay.
the...
Oh, yeah.
Hello, baby. Hello.
You see how I
Wake up! Yeah,
Also-
I see. I see,
it's
all right.
It's not that. I feel
Yeah,
like
is it
Blake's more
gray?
concentrated.
Is your pit hair gray?
No, it's kind of blonde. I have weirdly blonde pit
Is
hair.
your
I don't
pit
get
hair
it.
all dust?
I would love to know what people, because I don't know.
Yours is like full.
I've
you go.
kind of
Like you're telling me how you got a bush that just don't quit, huh?
Yeah.
No,
So what's up with your pubes?
There's your title for the podcast. What's up with your pubes? Oh, here we go.
Oh,
right.
we're censored. Yeah, it's a
All
whiskey,
right.
whisper
Huh.
joint.
wispy J's.
Kind of.
I accidentally, I shaved all my pubes off. I look like a little boy down there.
Did you say accidentally?
Yeah, I was buzzing the chest, and I was like, they were getting a little unruly, so I was just do a little trimmeroo down there, you know, like, and I forgot to adjust it back, and so I just took out a chunk and down to like basically nothing, and I'm like,
Yeah.
well, fuck everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it like that,
Yeah.
dude.
Fuck everything. I bet you are fucking everything.
So I look like a little boy with the same size dick as I had as a child.
Nice, bro.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's
Well,
very
funny
cool.
how that works.
Do we address the elephant not in the room, or do we just kind of like act like everything's normal here?
Bully.
Wow. Is that a fucking shot at my guy?
It wasn't a shot. It's a saying.
You called him an elephant.
That's a saying. It was I get it. It's a fun joke, dude.
Guys, Kyle is not with us this week.
died.
Prior commitments.
He chunked out of existence.
He had a prior commitment with Satan.
Satan.
He couldn't make it. And we were like, what do we do?
What do
Do
we
we
do?
just deprive the public of this?
The community.
Well,
Yeah, the community. Thank
Yep.
you.
Well, if we could, I mean, we couldn't miss today because it's
Couldn't.
basically our Super Bowl, guys. You
It
know
is.
what just happened, right?
Oh, God. Please tell us.
I don't know. Wait, hang on. Adam, do you have any idea what he's talking
Dude,
about?
exactly. I know. And I
You
want
know.
Blake to explain in detail.
Guys, they named
They
the
named.
sexiest man alive, and we
Yes,
gotta
they
talk
did.
about it, baby. We gotta talk about it, right?
All right, go for it.
Okay. I like
agree.
this.
Do you agree or do you disagree?
Okay, so for those of you who don't know,
Who doesn't know? The world is clamoring. The community's a buzz.
they are the votes are in and people are liking it. 2021 sexiest man alive is Paul Hot Shot Rudd, baby.
Was he in Hot Shots?
I wish they should remake it with him.
He probably might as well have been. That guy was in everything.
They should remake it with him.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great one because he's funny. He's weirdly ageless.
Okay,
yeah.
And he's
Okay.
a super nice guy.
right.
I
Okay,
think that's the trick to staying young looking. Is another thing people don't know about Paul Rudd? He's never seen the sun. He has he travels
Lives in a
around in a
cave.
little bubble that keeps the sun off of him. So that's a little known thing, and that no one knows. And also,
he's a bubble boy.
very tiny man. Doesn't seem like
Tiny.
he
Really?
consumes a lot of saturated fats.
He doesn't drink Shake Shack milkshakes
Doesn't
during a
seem
podcast.
like he drinks a lot of Shake Shacks.
He doesn't have Starbucks unicorn shakes all the time. Those rainbow ones. The cotton candy frappuccino.
So you're saying he's slight. He's a
slight man. Yeah, he's a thin guy. I think that's a.
He's not short, though, right? He's not short.
Yeah, I think he's probably maybe an inch or two taller than me. I don't think he's like a big guy, but I don't think he's
big guy.
Big guy.
So wait, you're saying
he's a big guy.
You like the nomination?
I think he's
you're
great.
here for it.
I think he's fantastic. He's funny. He's charming.
You think he's the sexiest man alive 2021?
Yeah, they gotta give it to somebody. I mean, no, there's some
That is
guy
true.
in fucking Norway that will knock you on your fucking ass.
Okay, well you're going with the unknown aspect.
Yeah. But if we're giving it to famous people, and they gotta give it away, you could only give it to Clooney and Pitt so many times.
True.
And they've given it to The Rock. And by the way,
Well, last year was Michael B. Jordan, right?
I can pull it up right now.
that seems
Last
real.
year was
He's sexy.
Yeah, he is.
that would be 2020's sexiest man of the year. Do you guys have a guess? Yours is Michael B. Jordan.
thought
Adam,
that's who
do
it
you
was.
have one?
I think Idris Elba was maybe 2 years ago.
Was it me?
I think
Wow.
Michael B.
Was it me?
Michael B. was 2020,
Yeah.
and you were right. Idris Elba 2 years ago. Wow,
Wow.
you
We
guys
know our-
study.
Whatever.
We know our hot boys.
And I was like, I don't know. I think like Idris was like 2 years ago.
I don't know if I had
I'm
to
sure
guess.
1990 was Richard Gere. Let's see who else. Well, but that's my whole thing. Like what is exactly the definition of sexy? Because yes, Paul Rudd, great guy, super handsome, doesn't age a lot. But when I think like sexiest man alive, I'm trying to I'm
The way
thinking
you
guys
say it.
that get me flood the basement, man.
Yeah, it used to be more dangerous, right? Sexy has changed. The definition of sexy has changed.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, have they given it to Jason Momoa yet? Or is he's like next up?
That's what I'm saying.
He's next
Where's-
up.
He's too
got it.
dangerous. He's too dangerous.
No.
That's what sexy is, dude.
Too edgy.
No. He's a family man. He's doing movies. He's working a lot. I think he's like the lovable dangerous. He's not like
Yeah.
a strung out coke guy or anything.
He's a family. He has kids.
Is Momoa?
Yeah, he's got I'm assuming he's got a whole.
How did he skip
I
to
love it. He's a family man. He has kids. Yeah. I'm
think so.
assuming. I
he
thought he was
has
just
to have
married to
kids.
Lisa Bonet.
I mean,
Wild stuff.
Sorry,
dude,
sorry.
with what I assume he's packing, he's juiced up a few. Okay, there's been a few children out there.
The wording, the word
He's
choice.
just-
Hey
the thing
guys,
about
did I
Momoa
tell
is
you? We're
he's a
expecting.
family man.
You juiced her up. Yeah.
You juiced up your wife.
Yeah.
You
that's how
jumbled her.
That's how I'm gonna announce when me and Chloe have kids. I mean, like, guys, guess what?
Hey guys, razzmatazz.
She's been
Juiced her up.
juiced.
Jabba Juice. Jamba Juice. No, I don't know if he has kids. I think he's married to.
Okay, Jason Momoa children's names. Okay,
You're
they're
looking up.
Oh, he's got a fucking gang of them, dude. Just as I thought.
Well,
And
we're
they
all his sons.
And they got little fucking wild ass hairs.
Who's he
this
juicing?
is
Who's
is
he
tight.
juicing? Who did he juice?
Dude, I don't know who
that's beautiful.
this is can the producers look up who he's juiced?
Please, this
And
is what
who-
Kyle's here for.
Yeah.
He would have known this.
Yes, who he juiced and who were squirted out of from the juice.
Is he wheezing the
Because
juice?
you know Jason Momoa. He's next up, by the way. I like that guy a lot. I think
He's definitely next up.
he's gonna get it next year. You just know it to be true, and then you know that his kids have like the coolest like morning dew like names. You know that they're just like that their names are just off the charts.
Yo, you want to
Yeah.
hear some name shit?
Yeah, let's hear it, bro.
We're all aware of. We know who Dak Prescott is, correct?
Absolutely sexy quarterback. That's
Freaking
the other
hot,
thing I
hot
want to
hike.
ask.
Hold
We'll get to that.
Hold
but
on.
Go ahead.
Let me just squeeze this out because it's quick. We can move on right after it.
Absolutely.
Do you know what Dak Prescott's name is?
His real name?
Yeah,
Pizza.
Dichotomy.
his name is
Dacarias.
Rain Dakota Prescott.
Holy sh-
Rayne Dakota Prescott.
Wayne Dakota.
Yeah.
Rain Dakota Prescott?
What kind of? I mean, that is amazing that these hippie ass parents just had this freak athlete of a son.
Crazy,
Because
right?
that doesn't seem like if you name your kid Rain Dakota, it
Well-
doesn't seem like you're going to create an amazing
A superstar.
athlete, football player.
A real hippie would have gone straight just Rain. R-I-R-A-I-N.
Why? You know, are they from the Dakotas?
Yeah, I don't know. It's more of a hippie thing to be like, we're actually going to spell it differently.
You think? That sounds like a vampire name to me. Rain.
Well, yeah, I think there was a vampire franchise that involved that word, yeah.
Thank you very much.
What was it?
I think it was what's her name? The like underworld movies.
Swedish.
Resident Evil?
No,
Oh, no,
that's
do the
different.
Kate Beckinsale movies?
Yeah. Underworld.
Underworld.
That seems real.
She made
know.
like
That's-
10 of those and made a grip. I don't think I've ever seen one of them, but they kill it, huh?
Yeah.
Evidently.
Well, what's the deal with athletes in Sexiest Men? How come they're never named Sexiest Men? There's so many hot
They're super
athletes.
hot athletes. That's right.
Cam Newton, Dak.
So, real quick, Jason Momoa, he is stepdaughter to Zoe Kravitz.
Stepfather, yep.
Wait, he's the stepfather.
Yeah.
And
Because he's with Lisa Bonet.
yep.
Go ahead. Adam's
I'm sorry, I
intaking information at lightning
can't
speed
read.
and processing.
I can't read, dude.
You are listening to Adam Reed right now.
his kid's
He's
name
a daughter
are no-
too.
I'm trying to look to see how to
His kid name are.
what squirted out.
God.
Or, I mean, they're impossible to say. Help me out here, guys. Nakoa Wolf is the first.
Yeah.
Nakoa Wolf.
Yeah.
I got that.
I'll let you ride with the next one.
Okay.
Manakoopoko.
Manakoopo.
Koopo. Manakoopo.
Mamakahea. Momoa.
Yeah, that's
and
pretty good.
Lola.
No
Lolani.
disrespect to any cultures here. This is Adam really trying his best. He's not trying to be.
This is, I no disrespect. I don't know how to.
I think that's Iolani.
No, to be
Iolani?
fair, these names.
They're very
You
cool.
don't have to hit it with an
I
accent,
said that they
Adam.
were cool, and I 100%. I knew that they were going to be something unreal and very cool. And he
Unreal. I think they're just Hawaiian.
Well, that's a very mythical place to
Well,
Adam.
Wolf isn't. Wolf isn't. Is
No,
Wolf
Wolf is
Hawaiian?
something we recognize.
No. Wolf.
Wolf is a cool name to name your child Wolf.
Yeah, you're right. The one name that, yes, I'm sorry. The rest are Hawaiian. All but Wolf are Hawaiian. My bad.
Okay. Yeah, but his name is
Weird,
Jason.
wild stuff.
You know what I mean? Like his name is Jason.
His name is definitely not Jason.
Let's look- hey,
if
can
Dak
we-
Prescott's
producers?
name is Rain Dakota, Jason Momoa's name is not Jason.
Oh, you think he changed his name? Oh, you think he changed his name?
Can we
for
get
sure.
producers looking up Jason Momoa's given birth name?
Real name. If it's
And
not
you-
something along the lines of like Wolf, Rain Wolf or something.
You know what's a fun thing to say? His government name.
What's that
That's-
one?
You never heard people be like, what's your government name? Because like, if you got like a street name, Joseph, Jason. Well, that's weird. What's wrong with Joseph? Joseph and Momoa actually kind of, I like that.
Joey
Maybe.
Momoa?
Yeah.
Joey Momoa.
Joey, I bet he was Joey Momoa on like the paper route. They're like, here's Joey Momoa.
I bet
And then
his
he-
first headshots are like
Right.
him like in a baseball t-shirt, like holding a bat or something, trying to
Right.
get to like some teenage roles.
Right.
Yeah.
He's a Baywatch alumni, right?
Is he?
Alumnus? I don't know. Yeah, he was on Baywatch back in the day, right?
What were your guys' first headshots like?
Oh, you know
Mine
what?
were-
I have
wish
mine in grabbing. I'm gonna
Yeah,
get it.
dig it out.
Pull it
I
up,
wish I could
pull it
find
up.
mine. I have
I
no
just
idea
found it.
where mine are.
My one and only, by the way.
I remember I went. I paid. It was like they were super expensive. They're like $600 or something. And I had to ask my mom, like, yo, I can't cover this. And she's a sweetheart. And she gave me the money or half the money or whatever, probably all the money to go get them. And they were atrocious. The guy made me do 5 looks. Remember this, Durs? Like he would make you do.
I fucking hated these people. I'm
Yeah.
gonna blow
They're
them
the
up.
worst. And it
What
was
was
like
their names?
$600.
Like Zeke and Michelle or some shit.
I have no idea who I went to, but he made me wear a like tank top, a wife beater, is
Yeah.
what they used to call them,
Right.
and I held on to a chain link fence, and then looked over my shoulder like this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because you know why?
Great ass.
The ass, man. They want
There
the
it
Oh,
is.
you think they saw that ass and were like, "This is what's going to get
They
him
were
fired from some
no,
Domino's commercials"?
They were for sure you were going to be in porno, but
yeah.
I digress.
All right.
I was just cleaning
Okay,
up my
here's the
office,
reveal.
throwing some stuff away the other day. Came across like the last 10 of these.
Wow. And
Are we fucking with-
Oh my God!
Not
we
He
fucking with
doesn't
this guy?
age, not smiling.
it's a
Well, you don't smile in a theatrical.
I feel like you that's the perfect guy to be like in like a NCIS, like special victims, and you are the rapist. Like I would cast that guy.
Oh, sure. Like you think it's somebody else, and then, but it's in the back of your mind, you're like,
Yeah, he's like
you're
like the athlete that everyone is like, oh man, he's the best.
Right.
He's the star athlete in high school.
He's
And
in
then
the early part of the episode. He's like, I drove her home. She was fine, and then I left. I don't know.
She was a real great girl.
Right.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden the turn is
Right.
It was you all along. Why didn't you get hired?
And then I went straight to hockey practice, and then I wasn't.
Why didn't you get hired for shit like that? That sucks, dude.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Truth be told, I think like you just said, I got 500 of these made. Right?
Yeah.
And it cost $1,000, and I was like, and then
Yeah, it was so fucking expensive.
whoever sent them out, they like sent them all out, and then they were like, and then we'll need more, and I go, no,
But
no.
Sir, I don't like it. It was such a racket, dude. It was the fuck. As soon as they were like, you don't need headshots are kind of a we could just email photos of you. I mean, I was like, thank fucking God.
But even to have to go and get them again, it was and I worked at a headshot place where like if you got headshots made, you brought the disc to us and we like printed them for you and got like picked the border and like the font of your name, and that was a great gig. It was cool.
Well, that was cool because it was just like a parade of like hot babes and like sort of famous people. Right?
It was the sexiest people you've ever seen that hadn't made it yet. And like I remember,
or like I remember how excited you would get when you're like, oh shit, I saw that dude in an episode of fucking California Dreamin'. Yeah.
Durs got fired for asking everybody for their autograph.
I did. Can you just give me your clautograph? There was the guy from Children of the Corn and the Burbs who would come in and get his headshots.
Only you would notice.
Only me, for sure. The guy who had like the red hair. Yeah, and then like a manager who was basically a manager to people who'd go to those conventions and just like sign shit from like old movies they were in the 80s, you know?
Dude, those are the best.
And then randomly, somebody I went to high school with was in New York acting like in theater and had their headshots made at our shop. And I was like, whoa, this is fucking crazy. Small world, guys. Isn't that crazy?
Small world.
Isn't life crazy, guys?
Dude, life's
it really is
crazy. How it just comes full circle.
It's kind of wild that like, you know, I feel like Kyle's kind of the introspective dude, but like we're getting really deep on this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it does really come full circle. It's crazy.
Yeah.
God, oh my God, it does. What did you guys get into anything this weekend?
Yeah, what's up, man? How was your
What's up with
weekend?
you and your weekend?
A lot of soccer for kids.
Yeah, baby.
What is that like, Durs? Do you like any of the other dads? What's it like?
You think I'm so drunk.
Do you
I
like
have no idea.
Do you
No, I
like
mean-
the other fathers?
No, it's because you have to like befriend these other these families, right?
Yeah, of
These
course.
other friends of people. I feel like my parents like my mom liked everybody, but I feel like my dad just went through like 18 years of putting up with people.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, it's fine. And then
As soon as they leave.
As soon as I graduated high school, he was no longer friends with any of them, and he got a completely new group of friends.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, I'm fucking out later.
They're fine. They're okay. They're cool. Everybody's, you're just there
Okay.
to
All right.
make sure
coded
the kids
language.
are having a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that is weird though. That's like the whole thing about the process is like, of course you want your kids to have friends, but when you're an adult, it's being friends with the other parents, and it's like,
Right.
people are fucking weird, dude. People are weird.
Yeah,
They're
people
weird.
have their own little things. And by the way, you don't want to like get too close because then next season your kids are on different teams and you're like,
Oh shit.
hey, how you
Competition.
been, dude?
And
like,
then your kids are like, but why? Where's Wolf?
Right. Yeah,
Jason
where's
Momoa's
little-
kids. Do you guys have anything like that? Like because you're raising kids in LA that they're like friends with,
Superstars?
or I don't know, any sort of actors' kids. I mean, you might not be able to put that on blast, but
Yeah,
can you?
for
I
sure.
don't know.
Yeah.
I literally just came from soccer with a bunch of parents of
David
stature.
Beckham? David
Yeah,
Beckham's
I was there
child?
with Justice. What is her name? What's her name?
Cool
Fucking-
name.
Isn't her last name?
Justice Coldstone?
The Spice Girl.
No, Victoria. No, not Victoria Justice.
Victoria
She's-
Justice. Right?
No,
What is
no,
it?
she's from like a Nickelodeon or Disney show or something.
What was Victoria Beckham's name before it was Victoria Beckham?
Posh
I
Spice.
think it's always been. Yeah, she was pop.
This is where the producers, we need you.
Well, this is where Kyle.
Or we need Kyle to go like,
This is what Kyle is on the pod for.
Kyle, he weirdly would have known this. We miss
here's
him.
my Kyle. Here's my Kyle. He'd be like this. He'd go,
Yeah, man, Vibro.
wasn't it Spice? And we go, and then we go in on him for 10 minutes while the producers had time to look up the names. They still
Yeah, we
haven't
would.
put
You know,
it.
I
we would
wish
rail
Kyle was
against
here.
Kyle.
I wish Kyle was here because I would like to give him flowers. We really took him to task on the
Adams.
last. I know. I'm sorry, Durs. I'm sorry to do this.
No. I'm looking in the thing now. They're saying Adams was her OG last name, but that's
Oh,
That-
Victoria
really.
Adams. Okay, Victoria
Weird.
Adams. All right.
who's Justice? Why? Am I...
Okay.
Anyway, go ahead, Adam. You have the
Well,
floor.
Victoria Justice is a actress.
Okay, well, she wasn't at soccer.
Yeah, I was gonna give Kyle flowers because
Yeah.
we gave him shit about he's like Sizzler, and it was I'm going to Disney World is the saying that everyone always said after they won the Super Bowl or whatever.
Right.
Like, what are you gonna do now? I'm going to Disney World. But he was referring to, well, he didn't know what it was from and couldn't explain it well. So that's why we're shitting on him. But it is from a movie. It's from White Men Can't Jump when he's like, I'm going to Sizzler.
Yes.
We're going to Sizzler.
Wait, you're
Yes.
giving him way too much credit right now. Because
Yeah.
it's not like he was like, I'm going to sing very sing-songy.
Yeah, he didn't sing it. He just said like, that's a thing, right? That's a thing that people say. And we were like, no, it's not a thing
No.
that, like a thing that the like, wasn't that guy in White Man Can't Jump? Wasn't he from like the Cosby Show? Wasn't he like the friend?
Dwayne Wade is from Different World. I
Oh,
believe his
damn.
name
Dwayne
is
Wade?
well,
Yeah.
no, Dwayne Wayne, but in his real life name is Kadeem Hardison, which is even better.
Dude, stick with Kadeem.
How's that possible?
That's a tough
Kadeem.
name.
Kadeem
on.
Hardison, also known as Dwayne Wayne.
And Jason Momoa, Joey
That's the
Momoa.
Kanye lyric. He went from Dwayne Wade to Dwayne Wade.
That's
Okay.
what he was referring to?
Yeah, because Dwayne Wayne was like the lovable like guy right there who wants to date the girl, but she's not interested in him. He was like whatever we're calling that. Not lovable loser, but like
Well, I mean, what the thing he was most known for was his flip-up shades, right?
yeah, on a different world.
Yeah, but I mean, the flip-up shades is what it was all about. The only, like, that show was cool, but the one thing I remembered through all of my decades of life were his flip-up shades.
all of your
Right, that
decades.
was it.
Yeah.
You didn't remember? Can you imagine having Sinbad as your RA in college?
Yes,
dude?
we had Eric Griffin as Montez. It's the same thing.
the same
Lateral.
damn thing.
True.
Yeah, I feel like I could rock some flip-up shades. I feel
Yeah.
that would be a thing that I would like.
Yeah,
I'm not really an accessory guy, but
they make everybody look better.
they're cool as hell, dude. Remember
Yeah,
when I had
who-
those magnet shades? That the glasses, the outside
Kinda.
were
Yes.
were
I had
magnets.
those as a kid for sure. Yeah.
And then I would let him droop from one side and then go,
Let's go.
whip my head around, and they would snap onto my face. God damn.
I remember that.
Yeah, you were really about, like,
Yeah.
unsnapping your
Chicks dug it, dude.
Adam, I remember that.
Thank you. Thank you, Drew.
yeah.
It happened. Guys out there, it happened.
And that's
Yeah.
why you should have been sexiest man alive back then, dude.
Yeah.
Because you were pulling some tricks.
See, I don't. I don't think any of us are ever going to get it. I think
You don't?
I think maybe you or Durs could get it.
Oh, stop, Adam. You could get it.
I think when Blake cuts the hair, he could have a total glow up, and you don't know.
No, I don't think so. People love your hair.
No, I think
People
when he
just love
cuts
your-
the hair, it's gonna be like, whoa, sexy. Ooh.
No, I disagree. They're gonna go, whoa, his head was way smaller than we thought. It was like a very
All right,
small
fair
head.
enough. Wait, speaking of your head size and just body shape,
Yeah, my
Have you
dick
guys
head.
been
Talk body
constantly recognized with your masks on?
Have we I
Have you been constantly recognized with your mask on, like in public?
I've never worn a mask.
I don't know. I wouldn't say.
I don't wear masks.
I'm done wearing it. I'm done wearing it. I already caught COVID.
I never have.
So,
Yeah, I'm anti-mask.
yeah, Blake's the anti-masker of the group.
All right.
I feel like the first time that I ever like was out in public, like I took a flight to, where the hell did I go? I think it was to Atlanta,
Jet setter.
and I was already feeling very like anxiety ridden that I was amongst people and I just didn't want anybody around me because we were so freaked out by this whole fucking scenario.
Yeah, bitch,
and then
go
like
ahead.
right out of the
See?
right out of the gate, somebody walked up to me like, "Hey, are you Blake from Workaholics?" And I had the mask on, and I'm
Did
like,
you have the hair up in a bun or a hood or what?
I had it back in a ponytail, but maybe
Yeah.
these like really sleepy baby blues just lured them in.
Do you think
But they-
you have
they
sleepy
recognized.
baby blues?
I feel like it looks like I have like very weighed down stoner eyes.
Yeah, I feel
Mm-hmm.
like I don't know if the color of your eyes are sleepy. It's the fact that the dark circles around your eyes.
Yeah, I think you're just tired. Just say my
man.
tired eyes.
Yeah, you got a real
That's
thick
why I got
patch
the
of
pits, baby.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the eyes. I got the pits.
That's what Chloe always says. She says that I look like a person that's 5 years younger than my actual age, but who's really tired all the time. That's what she says. She's like, you just look 5 years younger, but really tired.
That's sweet of
I'm
her.
like, all right. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, I'll take
Yeah, all right.
that.
I'll see you
take
later.
that.
Wait, what? I keep getting recognized like I don't understand it.
Okay, Durs, we get it. You're famous. You're in fucking movies with Bobby
damn,
D, dude.
you're the
I
most
get
fame.
it. Okay.
I guess I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's weird
Is-
because you're like you barely recognize your own friends. If you like rolled up some mirror, you'd be like, Adam.
Well, I feel people are used to seeing people with masks on now. So I feel like you can recognize in this part of the pandemic, it's a little easier to clock people because you're used to seeing everybody in masks. When at the beginning,
Well, by that rationale, like if we wore full bodysuits long enough, I guess we would figure out how to recognize people's movement and shit.
yeah, their walks, their body types.
Like how Shredder in Teenage Mutant Ninja
Yeah,
Turtles,
okay.
the way
Okay.
that his
Preach, go off.
secondhand
Going for
guy described the way the turtles were fighting, it was familiar. It was something from the past.
Okay. I like to think that you just started this conversation just to get this point, and I'm here for it. Let's talk about freaking Shredder and his past.
By the way, that movie, it's heavy.
You're
It's
talking
not for
Ninja
kids.
Turtles 1.
Ninja Turtles 1 from 1990
whatever.
or whatever. 1990, 99.
Yeah, it was a game
91.
changer.
Yeah.
Like, opens up, the way it's shot, when they go
Did
into
the
like,
first movie was it? It feels like it's Tim Burton. I know it's not, but it's like
I think it's Steven something.
It's
I don't
Steven,
fucking
yeah.
know. Our producers might
Spielberg.
know.
Yeah, that guy.
Steven Spielberg.
But
Like,
like,
it was coming off hot off of E.T., went right into Ninja Turtles.
did you see it in the theaters, boys?
Yeah.
Yes, I did. Yeah,
Yep.
because I remember when Raphael says "damn," it shook me to the core. I'm like, oh shit,
Shook.
motherfucker, they cuss, they cuss.
Absolutely shook.
The
When he
turtles
goes,
cuss.
damn.
Well, and you didn't like that? I love that.
Well,
I
yes,
know,
but it
you're a
was like
bad boy.
it was like a grown up, like whoa, like when you see your parents, like fighting physically.
See, when your parents
my
would
God.
make you watch them fuck.
When you see your mom stomp on your dad's balls,
When they would juice each other.
right? You know that?
I loved cursing as a little kid. I feel like
Of course,
some kids
but-
some kids like don't like it. It's
Who didn't? On the playground? Oh my god, on the playground.
I had a cursing club that me and my friends. It was my buddy's
That's
porch,
tight.
and I'd go over there, and you had to say like "dumb shit motherfucker" or something in order to get in, and then we'd get in there and we'd curse. And
No,
stuff.
you're right. I remember kids being like, "You swear a lot," or like, "Man, I shouldn't swear." And I had a friend who was talking about how he's like, "I gotta stop swearing. I do it too much." And we were like 9.
Yeah,
Well, okay. Well,
It got
"Damn,
real.
I gotta stop fucking swearing. Oops.
I will also
Yeah.
say that Anders
Damn,
Holm,
I do it too
you,
much. Oops.
Anders Holm, you have the worst mouth of any of the friends I have in my life. You have a terribly foul mouth. You cuss So
I thought you were
much,
gonna say
dude.
like breath, dude. Because
No,
yours is
you're-
rank.
I
He
want to
doesn't brush
live
his
inside
teeth.
that. You cuss so much. You know that, right?
And
And
motherfucker.
motherfucker. You have a very foul mouth. So you must have been on the playgrounds just spitting.
I don't remember Durs having like the worst mouth. Like,
Am I dead?
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
sorry,
remember
man.
no, I mean,
R.I.P. But
I feel like you don't have the, you know.
You might not
Yeah,
even
sure.
notice it. I still am like, I don't know. Do you guys cuss in front of your parents?
Yeah.
not like unless it's like really necessary. Like I said,
Yeah,
like
close the fucking door.
I said, Mom, get me the fucking right. Yeah,
Yes, get me a fucking spoon.
it's my fucking chair now, Dad.
Yes.
You know, that kind of stuff.
I'm the fucking patriarch of the family now, bitch.
Right.
Hey, ass.
Things like that.
Hey, asshole.
Yeah, I only swear when I'm referring to my parents.
Do I have to whip my dick out and piss on you to get the fuck out of my house?
Yeah, I guess I do it when it's like if I like describing the contractors at my house, I'd be like, they're driving me fucking crazy, and
Sure.
like because I just have to. That's the only way I can describe that. But I don't like casually swear in front of them. Like, man, it's cold as shit out there, guys. Like they go, what? What are you doing? I'm just saying it's fucking cold outside.
Fucking
I feel like
cold.
my parents, not my mom so
You have a
much.
different relationship. Your
Yeah,
parents, your dad swears. My dad never swore in front of me, really.
Yeah, my dad is more like an older brother, if anything.
Right. Are you sure he's not like the Workaholics episode?
Yeah, that was
Smoke shit.
That
that
shit's
was the
important.
Workaholics episode where Jack Black is like claiming to be your brother the whole time, and at the end he's your dad, right?
It's either that or the other way around. But yeah.
No, he was claiming to be my dad the whole time, and then later out I found out he's my brother.
Right. How much older is your dad than you? How old were your folks when they had you?
I think my dad was 24 and my mom was 22.
Oh yeah. See, you're watching the same movies. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
You guys are partying
like,
together.
I wonder if, because, I don't have kids. I just turned 38 a week ago. It'll
Congrats.
probably be another couple years before we actually have kids. I'm going to be like an old-timey dad
Yeah.
who's going to be
Old
like,
dad.
back in my day, we listened to pop punk music. And they're like, fuck
Pop
you,
punk.
Dad.
Jesus.
You don't even understand the beeps and the
Fuck you.
boops that we like.
Right. And you're like, I swear
just-
too. Let's connect on that.
Fuck.
Fuck.
You can say fuck. It's fine, dude.
They're
I'm
like,
a cool
we don't
fucking
do that
dad.
anymore,
My
Dad.
cussing is gross.
They probably
Yeah.
won't.
Yuck.
Are they gonna stop swearing? Like in the future, as things get a little more buttoned up, and the offensive is
Oh.
kind of like, well, those words are offending
Okay.
me.
I like this, Durs.
Oh, yeah.
You think they're gonna take away swear words?
Well, remember in Judge Dredd when like the thing flew around and like would ticket you when you swore?
oh man, Judge Dredd, great film.
Well, that was in Demolition Man too. If you curse, like they would, you would get something. There would be like a beep, and it would come out of the
Oh,
wall, and
is
it's
that-
a ticket.
Maybe I'm getting my movies
I think it's Demolition Man.
Maybe you're getting your future movies mixed up.
because I know in Judge Dredd I thought they did that, and then I also thought like they like she's like, do you want to fuck? And he's like, yeah, and then they just put on goggles.
No,
and he was
that's Demolition Man.
No, that's Coneheads.
no, that's Judge Dredd.
Demolition Man, dude. No! That is, I swear to God, that
Who's
is
the-
Demolition Man.
Who's the woman in Demolition Man?
Sandra Bullock.
I don't remember Judge Dredd at all, but I loved
Wait,
Demolition Man.
is Sandra Bullock in Judge Dredd?
No, she's in Demolition Man.
Then
I
I'm
don't
having
know.
Demolition Man.
Judge Dredd is Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
So is Demolition Man.
Yeah, I know. He was in a lot of movies. He was a giant star.
Wait, Sandra Bullock is not in Demolition Man, is she?
Yes, she is.
dude.
She's the
But then
top.
who's in Judge Dredd?
She doesn't know how to use the
Producers,
three seashells.
we need you. By the way, Steve Barron.
Save us.
Steve Barron directed Ninja Turtles.
Okay, we finally got.
Yeah, for everyone who was so fucking
Yeah.
like just hung up on it 15 minutes ago, like who directed Ninja Turtles, racking your brain. It's Steve Barron.
Yeah, the Steve Barron.
Next soccer game you're at with your kids.
It's Steve Barron for the one community member, the arugaloid, who's pissed off that Kyle's not on this
Right.
goddamn podcast, and you're over there just sitting on your bed, going, "Are they ever gonna fucking loop back around to who directed the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?" It's Steve Barron. There you go.
Okay.
Diane Lane is in Judge Dredd. Which, by the way, Diane Lane,
She's amazing.
she's a babe. Well, I mean, dang.
Sexiest man
Yeah.
alive.
She should win Sexiest Man Alive. Did Caitlyn Jenner win it? I feel like that's next year, right?
Okay.
I'm pissed now.
That's not.
Oh, no,
how
'cause
that-
she's a woman
That's not
now.
how that works.
Oh yeah.
Oh, here we go.
She won, or she was.
Is there any famous
Oh my
transgender?
God.
She already did this, by the way. That was the whole thing. Is that she won Woman of the Year, which was controversial
Oh, she won
because
Woman
it's like,
of the Year.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
it's
that's
like,
right.
oh, really? The Woman of the Year was just a man her entire life, and it was
Wow.
like controversial. It's not to me.
Wow.
I love it.
Wow.
I love it.
Sandra Bullock is in Demolition Man, and my God, she's great in it.
Yeah, then that's what I'm thinking of, guys. I am so sorry.
I was just talking to somebody that was like shitting on Demolition Man. They're like, "Oh yeah, that was a bad."
Oh no,
movie."
that's
and
one
I'm
of
like,
the. Well, get the hell out of here.
I'm like, oh, there's the age gap. That person was
Yes.
older, and
Right.
they were like shitting on it, and I'm like, oh, I was that money age, just like a little
Right.
kid, and I'm like, oh yeah, he's good, and Wesley Snipes has the blonde hair, and he's just
Tour
a
de force.
badass.
Well, no,
Dennis
dude,
Leary lives in the sewers.
You could remake that movie and it would be a freaking hit, man. It's like a serial killer that was so heinous, like gets frozen or
Get
whatever,
'em.
and is thawed
Yeah.
out in the future, and they
Right.
have to thaw
Get
out
'em.
the cop from the past to get him because he's so brutal in
He's so
today's day
fucking
and age.
badass,
Right.
baby.
I mean, this sounds like
I
Austin.
love it.
It's just Austin Powers, right?
It's Austin Powers
It's
meets
also
Wesley Snipes.
What else is it? It's all. I just had the other movie. Yeah, it's a lot of movies where they got to get the guy who
Who got thawed out.
right.
Which,
Thought.
by the
I
way,
love it.
Steve Barron directed Coneheads, which I referenced earlier, which is bizarre to say.
So he's got some hits.
What's going on with Steve Barron? I don't know anything about Steve Barron. I don't know if I've ever heard his name, and he's directed some of the biggest movies in the world. This guy's a fucking killer.
He was an Irish-British filmmaker, so that tells you one thing. And he directed the music video for Billie Jean by Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Which wasn't that just a live show?
No, Billie Jean's the one where he's walking on the lights.
Oh, so
correct?
he's just like
Duke.
he's.
Duke.
So this guy did Billie Jean, Ninja
change
Turtles,
it
and Coneheads.
just a little bit so we don't have to pay for it. Duke.
Yeah.
Doke.
Duke. Billie James
Jean.
is
Not
my
like
mama.
I kind of like what she's got going on.
I love this Capri Sun.
I love this Capri Sun.
Dude, Billie Jean to Ninja Turtles?
You know that was the first draft, and some ghostwriter for Michael was like, "Could we just change these lyrics from 'I love that Capri Sun' to 'The kid is not my own'?" And he's like, "Okay, I'm over here drinking Capri Suns." we know, Michael. We know.
So Steve Barron he's British or he's Irish?
Both. If you can believe it.
They call that
The
Birish.
best. Good combo. So I'm working with Pierce Brosnan right now.
Hey, by
on
the way,
movie, The Outlaws. Yep.
Adam, he's one of the sexiest men alive.
You know he's won that a couple times.
What do we think of 96?
Yeah, mid 90s for sure. Yeah, and maybe he got it twice. Maybe it's 96, 98 combo dog. But his Irish terminology is the best, dude. I've never hung out with. I don't think I've hung out with a lot of
Right, like a
truly
Colin
Irish
Farrell type dude.
Yeah, people. Because we're doing a little
Sexy.
improv, and he's like trying to like throw jabs at me, and he's like, "Come here, you little sheep shagger," and I'm
Right.
like, "That's what rolled off his tongue," and I'm
Right.
like, "Jesus Christ, that's in the movie, dude."
And you were like, you heard about that?
I'm like, "So,
So that's out there now?
How did you hear?" I'm like, the fact that it must be like a thing that he.
Right.
Oh, he won in 2001.
2001. Yeah.
That was a little later
Very
than we
recently.
thought.
Yeah.
Not
Well,
that
he was probably
recently.
coming off. He was,
20 years ago.
yeah, God, I forget that the early 2000s are so far away now. It's,
When he was 48. So it is a man's game.
yeah, you can't be a young buck.
Because Paul
they're not
Rudd
gonna
is
give it to
50 something.
Yeah, they're not giving it
Yeah.
to Timothy Chalamet. They're not giving it to Lil Nas X.
It's Sexiest Man Alive, right?
You got to be a man at 48. It's a man.
I wish they did Sexiest Grandpas. I would beat off to that.
Okay.
People selected its first and only sexiest woman alive, Kate Upton.
What?
Well deserved.
What does that even mean?
In 2014. She was having a big year in 2014, and they needed to sell more magazines.
I guess we just we already kind of do that every day. Like
yeah. I feel like every day we're crowning a new
Every Maxim cover.
right.
every FHM,
FHM.
every episode of Stuff.
I know. They're like, girl next year, next door.
So when I was a kid and would do like voices on the radio, they brought me in to.
Will you explain that more or no?
I think I have before. So
you
when
might
I
have
was a
gone
little
into
kid,
that.
I would do
Say it again.
different
Tell us
voices.
again, Daddy.
Tell the community again, Daddy. Tell the story.
You're like, oh, it's the 5th time.
So I would do voices on the radio, and it became like a little bit of a thing, at least in my world, where they were like, "We're going to pay you to be part of our radio show, and you could do different characters and voices." And then I go down there, and I was in a wheelchair at the time, and because of my accident, and so they take me down there, and they were like, "Oh, you're a fucking kid," because I only talked to him like in character, like
In a wheelchair.
in a wheelchair.
Like they must have been like,
They're like,
is this a joke?
we can't hire you, but we can give you like free CDs and shit and concert tickets and that kind of thing. So
Do you wear shoes?
I didn't. So I'd go down there and I was like, how do you guys like come up with all these bits on the radio and what do you guys talk about? They just told me, get a Maxim magazine. And that's all we talk about. We read Maxim magazine.
They just go through the headlines.
They go through the headlines and chop it up and discuss Maxim magazine. And
Wow.
So I remember asking
And how's
my
radio
parents-
doing now?
Yeah, I know.
We need to do that for this pod.
And I was like, it's my dream to be a radio DJ. And they're like, aim higher. Don't be a radio DJ. Radio is dying.
Goodbye.
And this was in like
Interesting.
97.
Right.
So they saw the writing on the wall.
yeah. He was on the way out. The Morning Zoo crew was just reading Maxim magazine and being like, have you heard this story?
I do love how they're like, look, everything's falling to shit here. They all found out we just read headlines from Maxim magazine and this isn't a real job. I mean, fuck. What a gig though, to get in like late 80s, early 90s, if you're killing it in radio, if you're the Man Cow morning show or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah. It really lasted like big radio shows. It was
Tom
like
Likas.
It was like a 20-year run. It was like 1980 through 2000, and then it just died right after that.
Yeah. I mean, as soon as Howard Stern jetted, everyone was like, what now?
Wait,
and then
what?
everything got, huh?
No, yeah, people were like, wait, what?
Yes. Oh my God. Sorry, I forgot you're back on set. Your acting is on point.
Yeah, you shook Durst.
You're back. You're clicked in.
Stopped him in his tracks.
And then like everything started getting bought by the same one company, and you're like, okay.
Our
Jack
morning
FM.
radio DJs in Omaha were Todd and Tyler in the morning. And my God, I think they're still doing it. They're like the fucking guys in Omaha.
Yeah.
And they do the classic rock station. So they'll just be there forever. And they're the fucking kings of Omaha. I was like, oh shit, that's a cool life. Just to be like the car dealerships give them free cars to drive around in every month. Like anytime they want a new car, they just go, hey, because they want to be seen driving.
Yeah, that's coming to an end.
Yeah.
They're gonna get canceled for
Dude,
that.
Durst, leave him alone, man. Just let him get these last few years
Yeah,
in,
let
man.
them eke out a few more years of sweet classic rock action.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't even be telling people to get in free cars. Or people are gonna come for them.
No, they get the cars. It's free publicity for the dealership, and then they're like, "Oh shit, Todd and Tyler drive around in brand new, whatever the fucks."
Yeah, Nissans. Didn't we spoof them with Rod and Ryler in some fashion?
Yeah, we wrote something where Rod and Ryler were the morning DJs.
That
I
never
can't remember.
came out. That was for
You
the-
shelved that one, Blazer?
Yeah,
no,
Blake
that was
said, "This
for
is
the
enough's
movie
enough."
we were writing where Adam was a motivational speaker and it never came out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Max Diamond.
Netflix, if you're listening
Yeah.
now, throw some coin. We'll make you a
Come and
movie.
get us.
Hey guys.
Hey, this may be a really stupid question, and I'm ready to get a firing squad by you guys. But how do dealerships work when like people put their names on car dealerships?
All right, I gotta.
Okay.
How long are we doing on here for?
Oh, dude. Durs, how do taxes work?
Yeah.
Well, how the fuck does like Karl Malone have a dealership and like Russell
Malone.
Westbrook and like
They just so you You
they do.
buy a building and you put a fucking
Yeah.
name on it, and then you call BMW or whoever and you say, I want to start selling your cars. And then they
Right.
go, okay or not. And then you start selling it. And then you take a cut of the commission or whatever, which is super fucked up now because I'm trying to get a new car. And everywhere is like, hey, so it's going to be like $30,000 on top of whatever you want to pay to get a car.
What? Why? What do you mean?
Yeah.
Because
does
of
that
the
mean?
supply chain and the fucking demand.
Everything's
So like if you want a
fucked up.
brand new car that like just dropped that's still kind of fucking hot,
Mhm.
they're putting like 20% above
No shit.
sticker price. Yeah.
Just because they can't unload them at the docks or whatever.
Yeah. So it's limited. So like if you got the cash, they're like you can have
Jersey, why is the supply chain fucked up?
it. So
COVID, bro.
well, it's actually more complicated than that.
Ooh.
So
That's life.
so I blame the vaccine.
Okay. Okay.
Pfizer.
Basically,
fault.
we used all the boats to get the vaccines everywhere, and now we can't buy
Okay.
goddamn cars. So
Okay. This is hot, dude. I
shout
like
out
this.
to your boy.
Is that true? Is that true, Bam?
Oh no, no,
That shit's important.
it's true. No,
Because in Newport you could see in Orange County you can see just the boats. They normally they're not all the way
Right.
down there to
Right.
go into the Long Beach Harbor, and
Yeah.
now they're way the fuck. I mean, I haven't been home in months, but they're
Right.
still. I was told just way the fuck out there that you're just like, oh, there's these giant cargo ships. Right.
by the way, give me a heads up when you're coming home.
Are you living in my house?
I've just no.
USA.
And any photos you see of my feet at the beach, it's not your beach.
I've been starting to hear that like now at the docks though, since there are like all these shipments like waiting, there's kind of starting to be like these, like backdoor deals where you can get your shit unloaded before another. It's like all this whole like political thing going, or not even politics, but ways that people are like paying money under the table to get their shit unloaded. It's like
Right.
a whole entire system that's come out of it. It's kind of it's probably going to be The Wire season 6. It's going to come back after
Yes.
that.
Oh, the docks. Everyone's
Docks.
favorite. By the way,
They
people
did
shit on
do
that
that.
series, and it's like I thought, or that. Pardon me, that season. People shit on that season. I thought that season was fine. Season 2, where it like completely departed from the city, and it was like out of the docks. It's crazy too. And then they were like, let's get back to the
Yeah,
city.
back to the city though,
Yeah,
where
yeah,
they
yeah,
sell
yeah,
drugs
yeah,
and stuff. Yeah.
No, like The Wire, is that just because when The Wire dropped, we were in writers' room and like writers used to jerk off to that shit? People
No.
do not mention The Wire.
The
in
Wire
talk
was even
anymore.
before that. The Wire was early 2000s, or like I guess maybe mid 2000s.
But I feel like you don't ever hear that as like
I think you hear
somebody's
that.
favorite show anymore. I only heard
Yeah.
that
Well,
from
it's a
I know-
little
I
bit
know
of
you
a
mean it.
slow burn, but it's also came out like over 20 years ago now. So I think people are. It's less of a
Can producers
current
check the
topic.
math on
20?
what over 20 years ago was?
well, quite just barely less than it came out. What 19 years ago?
I think it came out in like 2003 or 2004.
2002 to 2008.
Yeah.
Damn.
So that's a long time.
I'll give that to you. I'll give
Long,
that to you.
long
brother.
time ago.
Yeah. Almost over 20 years.
Almost over.
Almost right when Pierce got Sexiest Man.
Baby.
That's life. But he's
yeah.
the fucking best, by the way. I hope you guys get to meet Pierce because he's like the nicest motherfucker I've ever met. He's just
Yeah.
the coolest. It's cool when you meet like legit movie stars like that,
Yeah.
and they're very, very cool.
Yeah.
Because easily James Bond could be an asshole. Like, I don't know, just Daniel Craig.
Who?
Seems like
what did you just say?
James Bond. could
Oh,
be an
James
asshole.
Bond. I
Yeah.
thought you said J-Mon, and I was like, this guy's on a nickname basis already with J-Mon? Whoa.
It seems like Daniel Craig could be an asshole. He might be a nice guy, but it seems like he could be. You know
He's
what I
got
mean?
a little vibe where you're like, hey, Dan, okay, forget
Okay,
it.
it's fine.
I feel like you want James Bond to be kind of an asshole. Not Pierce. Like, I'm stoked on him, but he kind
Well,
of...
you know why he's not an asshole is he run by fruiting, and then he turned around in the funniest.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah, Mrs. Doubtfire, and he turned around the funniest way you can turn around. He nailed that turnaround. He got gigs. He got gigs and chucks.
I don't
from-
even know the
from
turnaround.
Oh,
Really?
he gets hit, and then it's just a slow like.
Yeah.
Dude,
Turn, it was a comedy turn. I've
Right.
talked with him about it, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Yeah." He like
You
kind of didn't
swear?
even know what the fuck
You-
I was talking.
Right.
Yeah, He was like,
does he acknowledge that he was like one of the greatest parts in one of the greatest movies ever?
Oh yeah, I've talked with him about it. I didn't throw any fruit at him, which was my initial play.
It was a drive-by fruiting. Is that the one?
It was a run by
fruiting.
Dude, this is what is so fucking cool about his character in Mrs. Doubtfire is like if that movie was made any other time or whatever, his character would have been an irredeemable asshole. Like when you see him in the off moments, he would have been like, yeah, I'm just fucking her, you know, like the kids, whatever. It's like, she's a great lay.
Right. There'd be a weird thing like that.
Yeah.
But throughout the whole movie, he's a great dude.
Yeah.
He puts up with everything.
Yeah. He's just pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And he's
and
just handsome as shit.
Even to the point where at the end, like Robin Williams like almost kills him. He gives him like CPR and then he like gives him a look like, hey man, thanks for saving my life. He's like just the coolest dude throughout the whole movie.
Was he hitting it? Or was he not even in there yet?
I think so. They never really. They might be a scene on the floor. I know there's a rated X version of the movie that was like it really. There really
Miss
is.
Doubtfire?
There really is, but I don't think they ever mentioned.
What do you mean there really is?
A porno parody.
You don't remember like in like on Twitter like during quarantine they're like, yo, there's a cut of Mrs. Doubtfire that is.
Well,
I don't.
okay.
It might have been R. It might have been R.
Yeah, well, yes, it was for sure R. They did. They didn't make Mrs. Doubtfire the porno version. That's
No.
100%.
Oh no,
That's
they
100%
for sure did.
not real.
That's way more believable than the
No. I'm saying
X-rated regular one.
no. That's what I'm saying. They didn't. Yes, I'm.
Okay, great.
I'm saying they didn't make that movie. It wasn't an NC-17 fucking porno titties out.
Right.
That's
right.
No,
not,
I think
But there
that's
is
not the
a
movie.
porno parody of it, probably.
Absolutely,
somewhere.
that
Yes,
has.
thank
There's a
you.
porno
Yes.
parody about everything, and the
Yes.
fact that there isn't one about Workaholics
We
makes
put
me
it
feel
in the universe.
makes
It's
me
tough.
feel that we should have produced that, but that's neither here nor there.
Here's the thing, though. Like,
It's not. It is neither here or there.
It
yeah.
isn't here. It isn't there.
Yeah.
It's
guys,
nowhere.
Mrs. Doubtfire is. Oh God, it's called Mrs. Doubtfucker. Oh no!
It's
I
not
will
called
be
Mrs.
watching-
Mouthfucker.
Mrs. Doubtfucker.
Mrs. Mouthfire.
Dude, one of the other things that happened was like right before Corona hit, they were about to drop the live Broadway musical of Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh, like
That
on
was coming
NBC
out.
style, that thing? Like, are they about to do Annie?
I don't know if there was going to be televised or it was just going to be on Broadway. And I wanted to see that shit so bad because, guys, Mrs. Doubtfire is one of my top 3 movies. I love that film.
We talked about how I just saw it last year, right?
And you loved it.
Yeah, it was fine. I watched it with the kids. I was just too old for it at the time, and I'm not as we've.
Well, at the time, yeah, you were 38 years old when you watched it.
But as we've discussed,
Oh, you
I'm
were
not
too-
a huge.
You're not a
Robin
huge
Williams guy.
Robin Williams fan, sure,
Yeah.
but you were too old when it came out in what 95 or whatever.
Yeah, I think I was like already in high school, and not really watching a kid movie, I guess, anymore. I don't know.
Mrs.
Yeah, that one
Doubtfire is.
That one was a fucking strike for me.
Yeah.
That
my
me and my
gosh.
sister watched that all the time.
Yeah, that movie
Wait, so was he
fucking
also in the
rips.
Birdcage, Pierce?
I don't know. The guy's been in
that-
so many
Yeah.
goddamn movies.
All right.
Nathan Lane, Robin
Yeah, I just thought I'd
Williams.
ask. I don't know.
Yeah.
Nathan Lane was in both.
Oh yeah. Huh.
Yeah, he was.
Who else
Wait,
was in movies?
Was he? I don't think Nathan Lane is in Mrs. Doubtfire, dude. It's that guy who like talks
Oh
like
yeah.
this.
Whose name is Harvey Firestone?
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
he's like,
Oh my God, I'm in this movie.
No, Nathan Lane is in Mrs. Doubtfire.
no, he's not.
I'm in Independence Day.
Yes, he is, dude.
No, he is not. You're thinking he's his gay brother or his gay brother's lover, and he is neither of those roles. Nathan Lane is not the father.
Can we make the movie his gay brother's lover? That sounds like a fucking sick movie.
Let's go.
It was hard. It was pretty
It was
crazy. I mean,
Harvey
it's really
Firestein.
good.
Yeah, you are absolutely right.
Yeah,
You gotta know Harvey Firestein.
I mean, talk
It
about a
reminds me
character
of
actor.
Ma.
That's a different era where there were people that were in every movie that popped like him. That you would go, oh, that guy. They
was
don't
a-
really do that
They
anymore.
still do that. We
Is that what I am?
That's what you. That's what you are.
Honest,
dude.
That's why
what
you
you are,
get
dude.
recognized by your eyes, dude.
Yeah.
No.
They know you from all
All
those
the-
roles.
They're like, that is a long neck.
We got Richard Kind and Julie Haggerty in this movie, and I feel like they're kind of doing that now.
Haggerty's not from Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, right? No.
No, Julie
Here we
Haggerty.
go.
What about Bob?
She was in Yes. What about Bob?
Thank you.
The mom.
Yeah.
In What About Bob?
Mm-hmm. Bob. She was Bob.
She was.
By the
Bob.
way, speaking of Richard Kind,
Yes.
Curb is back. Curb Your
It's
Enthusiasm,
back.
one of the greatest shows of all time, back and hitting
Out
it
the
on
gate.
all.
It's very funny.
Very funny.
Very funny.
It's back.
It's like,
And
and
baby.
I now I laugh at how. Not only am I laughing at the jokes, I'm also laughing at how enjoyable it is to be like, he's just doing jokes. It's just funny.
it's
and
just
I'm
funny.
laughing about how like people think you can't just make a show again about nothing. What's Seinfeld? It's just what it is. It's just this. It's just jokes. There's nothing else.
I know.
love it.
And there's
It
no
rocks.
like weird agenda or like.
No agenda. No redeeming character. Like
Also, we should recycle or whatever. Like, I feel like every
Right.
comedy now also has to have some other thing that they're saying, and
Yeah.
you're like, it doesn't. It
All right.
doesn't have to.
even if you agree with it, you're like,
Yeah.
you're making time for this right
Yeah.
now.
When there could just
Okay.
be more funny jokes.
You can't just pull
though.
that guy's pants down so I can laugh harder. You can't have
Those
like
are
a.
our jokes.
You can't have like somebody run through a fence right now.
Yeah, man.
Jokes.
Thank you,
God. On some Chris
Oh,
Farley shit, dude.
Richard Kind remembers living next door to us.
That's right. He was our neighbor.
He
for-
lived
Where?
next door to
Oh,
us
at
when
the-
we lived in Hollywood with the dinosaurs on the roof. We had like
Cocaine
these,
fuck palace.
the cocaine fuck
dinosaurs.
palace that Blake and I lived in, where
Right.
we rented this house, and they had like an 8-foot tall metal dinosaur on the roof that you could see when you drive up. And I remember when we moved in and we were signing the lease, and I was like, "Is there any way that the dinosaurs and the weird like
Ant. It was a giant.
there was
ant,
like an
right?
ant, there was a bug, there was like an anteater,
A crocodile.
there was a crocodile that were all made out of like rusted metal that were on the roof. And like,
Right.
is there any way they could stay? And he's like, you want them to stay? And we were like, yes, please. And he's like, absolutely. I don't know how I'm going to get them off the fucking roof.
Right.
I wonder what happened to those things because they're not still there.
Dude,
Oh,
I
no.
feel like driving to Big Bear or Mammoth or maybe Palm Springs, you see the place that sells them on the side of the road. It's like
I could- I
an
could
establishment
believe
that's been there for a while.
I could see
Yeah,
that.
I've seen a few of those stops. It's just basically like somebody who knows how to weld pretty well, and they're like, "This is going to be my business."
Yeah, Blake. That's what it is.
The fact that we didn't get robbed at that place, like, and not like it was actual home invasion robbed.
I mean, someone stole my wallet, but yeah.
Well, sure. Well, no, I mean the fact that we didn't get like because that guy, it was like a whole shady thing with that house that we rented. We got a great deal on that house, but we had to pay cash and 6 months up front.
Yes,
I remember
that's
hearing
right.
that.
So it was
That's wild.
like kind of and for us at that time, that was like we had just started to make a little bit of money from Workaholics. We were just into the second season, and then we moved there, and so
Well,
we
yeah.
didn't have like a ton of excess money laying around. So 6 months, it was a lot. And we were like,
Right.
oh shit, and we like just rolled the dice because the place was so fucking cool.
Well, what it was is like, you know, we were at the OG Workaholics house, the house we shot at, but Adam and I were kind of like, we're not done being roommates and living this cool roommate lifestyle. So we're like,
Aw, something on the
why don't-
soundboard. That's my best friend. I mean, who's running the soundboard?
Who's
right now?
running the
sorry,
soundboard,
man. Sorry, man.
That's my best.
Send it.
Okay, then
I
send
don't know.
it.
All right, all right, then send it then.
Well, so me and Adam were like, yo, let's cash out on this weird Hollywood Hills place and the one thing that was weird is for the master bedroom, Adam and I said halfway through, like 3 months
Oh
in,
my
we were
God,
going to
yep.
flip-flop our rooms.
No,
And
that's not. It was no. It wasn't 3 months in. It was
6 months. It was every 6 months.
It was.
That's
no,
what I
it was
remember.
It was a year.
1 year.
1 year, and then so Blake got it the first year, and I got
Well,
it the
let's
second
describe
year.
this. So basically, this house had on the upper level, it had a humongous ensuite master or
It was awesome.
primary
It had
bedroom.
sliding doors to go out to the
Directly
pool.
to the pool.
veranda. It was
Yes.
jiggy like that. And then on the second floor, there were two other normal, smaller bedrooms that were just not like you're in the Hollywood Hills flossing. And you flipped a coin, I believe, and
Yeah, we
Blake
flipped
got
a
it.
coin.
And
Blake
instantly
got
we were
it.
like, so we switch every year
Yeah.
because you didn't fucking
right.
get it and you wanted it,
Well,
right?
we're saying same. We're paying the same.
I
amount
know,
of
but
rent,
you
so
got
like,
2 bedrooms downstairs, correct?
Yeah, but it
Yeah.
sucked.
That's
it
all.
Did
That's
suck.
okay. That's
Yeah,
okay. And
did
so
suck.
then you flipped after a year. And how
Yeah.
much longer? How much longer did you guys stay there?
For only one more year. So it did equal out that he got it for half the time.
You guys were only there for 2 years.
Yes.
I believe so. A lot of shit happened while we were there.
Oh yeah. a lot of moving.
But
and
I
shaking.
was also
Blake
like,
broke
when I
his
won
back.
I broke my back. When I
Yeah.
lost, or when I won the room, I'm like, this dude isn't gonna make me pay up. He's not gonna make me move all my shit down a floor just so he could sleep in that bedroom.
Oh, yeah,
sure
he
as
is.
shit. As soon as it hit year mark, he's
You had like an iCal reminder.
So you ready to switch or what? I'm
Well,
like,
dude. Yeah.
This dude had like boxes and shit set up. He had like the
I had,
packing tape.
I had a pulley system. I was just
I
taking
had to
myself
move one
upstairs.
floor down.
Did you
God
need
damn.
help? He was ready to help your ass.
Yeah, I had everything.
You woke up
packed.
to his face right in front of you, like,
Hello.
"Good morning."
Time.
The time is now.
Time. Yeah, it was crazy. Hello. But that was a great
Well,
house. loved it.
I stand by it. I loved that room. That room fucking.
It
rocked.
was. It had an amazing amount of closet space. It was like Mariah Carey's house.
Yeah,
Is this-
it was truly. It was like an NBA locker room. The amount of like closet space there was. It was fucking nuts. And then an awesome view.
Is this the one that had the shower you like stepped down into?
Yes.
Yes. It had like a huge like spa area.
It was for fucksin. And we both
Yeah.
blew it. We both just. I had a girlfriend. You had it.
Crazy.
Right.
Yeah, you had a wife.
Yeah.
I don't know. It sounds yeah. Yeah, all right, I'll let you say that. We blew
freaking-
it. You were married and I had a girlfriend.
I know.
This was like our last bachelor pad.
This was like the bachelor pad. I mean, the room was built
Yeah.
to have sex in. That's what this
With
house is for.
multiple-
And we
with
both
strangers. I got it.
Yeah,
I got
with-
it.
yeah.
It was
Yeah.
a cocaine fuck
It was a
palace.
cocaine
That is
fuck palace,
exactly
and
what
we
it was
didn't-
made for.
Hey, we didn't do cocaine,
We did
and
none
there
of
was
those things.
a minimal amount of fucking. So we
did none of those. We had our friends from back home come over. We stood and took pictures with fucking iron dinosaurs on the roof.
Yeah.
We didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So,
Okay.
do you want to kick off? Do you want to kick off some apologies or takebacks with your behavior in that home?
Well, I would like to apologize to Blake for. And you know what? No, I stand by it. I wanted that room. It was a fair
man.
trade. We got it. It was a fair trade. But
Yeah.
Hey, it's a deal's a deal, man.
You seem a little.
Yeah.
You seem like you feel a little guilty about something. I don't know.
well, I know
Well, my
that
back
he-
was broken. He made me move all my stuff.
Let's go.
Come on to lay, brother.
I just my upside down hanging chair. Nope, get out.
Ow! It hurts.
Well, I'll shout out to us for making that move to that place and having a great couple years there, man. I love those years. We had a great time and just lots of great memories.
You know that the pool was a famous artist. Did that pool? David Hockney.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
What do
that
you
was
mean?
the-
Designed it or painted around it or?
No, he painted a bunch of pools in Southern California. He painted that pool.
I did not know that. That's sick.
That's right. The pool looked like it was Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Yes,
on
it
the
had
bottom.
all those his little squiggles, and it wasn't until years later they told us when we were moving in, and they said David Hockney did this, and I didn't even click because I didn't know who the
Right.
fuck that was. And then there was that store, the Tashin store that with the books.
Yeah,
That's,
yeah.
and I drove past it. It was a David Hockney exhibit years later, and I go into it,
Tashin. I'm just kidding.
and is it
Tashin.
is it
I don't know.
Tashin?
I think it's Tashin.
Probably.
No, I thought it was Tashin. The
It is.
coffee
I think
table
it
book.
is.
And so I go in there, and then I'm looking, and it's all David Hockney. And there's a whole thing about how he did all these pools in Southern California in the 60s. And
OG Banksy. You should have like removed that pool and like tried to sell it to someone.
That would have been sick. Fuck.
Yeah, we blew it by not destroying the property that we're renting.
You know.
It sucked.
He wouldn't have known.
He wouldn't have known. So
don't
any
know.
takebacks, apologies, giveaways, or epic slams?
I'm sorry to the fans that we couldn't wrangle Kyle. He's busy, prior commitments. We miss you, Kyle.
We do. Greatly missed.
Super big time missed.
And then special shout out.
The Rugaloids are pissed, especially. Thank God they finally knew that director Steve Barron directed Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles amongst Coneheads. Yeah,
I feel like we honored Kyle pretty well during that segment. He would have loved that.
Yeah,
I
there's
think
a lot
all
of this that Kyle would have just loved, but not here.
His fans will have a lot to talk about on 4chan later. I think they'll be good.
QAnon. Well, and everybody, make sure you go on Tubi and check out Fabulous Furry Freak Brothers cartoon. Today was the premiere.
Yeah, today's the premiere. I need to post about it. I forgot to post about it, but it's fucking awesome.
How do people get Tubi?
Tubi you can subscribe to on the website. It's free, so you just have to sign up and then you can get it.
It's free, and then there's a ton of shit on there, and it's I believe it's like Fox's streaming service that they're trying to get going, but it's Fabulous Furry
Is it
Freak
also
Brothers.
an app on Apple TV and all that?
Yeah, I think so.
Right.
And Fabulous Furry Freak Brothers, we're very proud of it. It's got, an amazing cast the way it came together. It's John Goodman, Woody Harrelson, Pete Davidson, Tiffany Haddish. And we were lucky enough to Blake and myself. We were lucky enough to be a very small part of it.
Today, are you guys the Freak Brothers?
No, it's Woody.
We read for it, and then they're like, hey.
And then they're like, all right, well, you guys are just yourselves. You guys are two stoners that we're like the current day stoners that help the Freak Brothers along the way. Right. And it's Woody Harrelson. I think it's kind of a good move producer-wise because the Freak Brothers are an old cartoon.
70s,
so to get Woody and John Goodman to play those characters, I think.
For sure.
It helps.
Come on.
Hey, how about that commercial with your boy John Goodman I sent you the other day?
Oh, where he's a thumb? I'm loving it.
He's the man.
I thought he's on a commercial right now where he's just like a thumb for.
No, this is from like very early John Goodman. It's like a Foot Locker commercial, and he comes in there being like, I need this brand, that brand, this brand, that, as if they couldn't handle it. And the guy's like, what's your size?
I got him.
Yeah. But he looked so young. His hair looked amazing.
He must have been like 20 years old at that point. I'm like, and just looking like he could run through a wall.
Yeah.
Johnny Goodman, let's give him some flowers.
What a man.
He really is.
He's the freaking best.
So if you had to pick one, him or Pierce?
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
All right. Hey,
and that's another episode of
This is Important. Pierce, though.